Girl, I don't even know where this go. Girl, can you put your hair down? Girl, you dumb as hell. Because hey, my loves, Send Out here coming at you with another video, and this one is gonna be. This one's gonna be a little special now. I have to be honest and say that when I posted this video, I really did not think that I would get this type of response from you guys, like, at all. And if you have not watched the video that I am talking about, then I need you to stop what you are doing and go watch it. The video that I am talking about is real life footage of one of my clients coming in late for her appointment and refusing to leave. This is what happened.
Just like,
Huh?
to your husband or anything like that either?
What do you mean?
Like, with your husband, I couldn't watch him or anything?
It's not about not having anybody to watch my children, and I just don't. Like I said, if you have not seen that video, stop this video right now, go watch that one, and then come back to this one, because if you watch this video first, you will not know what in the hell I am talking about. So now we are just going to do a recap, and I'm going to address some of the most frequently ask questions, or I'm going to address the comments that I saw the most under this post. One that I saw a lot of, firstly, a lot of you were like, oh my god, Sin, you have to be safe, you had your back facing her the whole time. First of all, you guys, I'm from the D, okay? Like, there was a camera facing her. Like, you guys did see her face because the way I edited the video, you could only see her feet, so you couldn't see her face. But I was looking at her in the camera screen the whole time, and it's like a big ass mirror right in front of me, so she could try something if she wanted to. There was also you know, comments like, oh, Sin, you know, don't do this because of one person. Like, one apple spoils the whole bunch. Let me tell y'all something. This ain't one apple. And what's insane about this video and about the comments in this video is you guys think that, you guys love to say like, oh, one apple spoils the whole bunch. What in the hell are y'all talking about? The majority of the apples are bad. What do you mean? And a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but this is the reality of it. The reality of it is you all have a very severe misconception of the hair industry and how it's ran, and that reason is because it is part of our job to make things look easy, just like it's part of our job to make things look easy. Like, that's what we do for a living. We make things beautiful. So, new to my channel, you may not know this about me, but obviously I love doing hair. You're going to get a lot of hairstyling and things of that nature. But one thing that there is none of in the industry is people being real and authentic and telling you the real thing behind the curtain that happens in the hair industry once you are getting into it. Because what happens is, the way the industry has been fashioned, you have all of these hairstylists that are out here, especially because of Instagram, and you'll see somebody that has 100-something thousand followers on Instagram, and you really think that this person is like so amazing. Now the thing is, because of the way social media is set up, they may be amazing for a minute, but because they are not fashion to grow a residual income, monetizing their own content and their own brands, they don't know how to get the money and keep it. There are people who will make $100,000 or $300,000 or whatever, and then see none of the money, have nothing to show for it, because they don't know how to monetize their own content. And because you don't, when you don't have a plan for things and you get money, you're like, ooh, because you don't have a plan. And that's why my channel is going to be obviously focused on hair, but also I want this channel to be a place where people coming into the industry can come get information that they need to maximize profit. I'll address hairstylists first. If we want to change something about this industry, we are going to have to admit where we're wrong. Part of fixing a problem is admitting that there's a problem in the first place, and then looking at that problem, assessing the problem, and seeing what you did to contribute to that problem, and then stop doing that. Fix it. Change those things that you did to get us to the place that we were at, so we won't be here anymore. And this is why I am making videos like this. So, reason number one, I feel like as a hairstylist, we can put the blame on ourselves. The reason why it's hard for me, for example, I have very, very, very strict policy and procedures, so that's why it's very alarming that a person would do something like that. I have a very, very strict policy and procedure, and I will list them right here. Now, at the beginning of my career, especially here in Las Vegas, I used to get so much grief for having policy and procedure. People would be like, oh my gosh, she is so extra, you gotta pay a deposit, and she got a 5-minute grace period, and she got all of this and she got all of that, right? So I used to get a lot of grief because at the time nobody else was doing deposits. Now a lot of hairstylists are starting to get the strength to put their foot down and do deposits, but I started taking deposits 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, people were like, what, deposits? I'm not about to be paying you up front for work that you haven't done. Now everybody's beginning to jump on board, which is fine. And this is why, as hairstylists, we don't look at our business as a professional environment. So you cannot expect a consumer to respect your business and to treat it like a business and a professional environment if you don't even treat it like one. For example, let's start with how you got them to sit in your chair in the first place. If you're out and you're eating, or I don't know, you're in a line at Chipotle and you just really want some food, you was looking dusty anyway, and you know you look dusty, you don't really care, you just put your hair in a ponytail real quick, and then you go into Chipotle and you don't want nobody to see you, and then some chick walk up to you like, oh, where you get your hair done at? Cause it look like, I just want to let you know I do hair or whatever, so here is my card. If you ever need your hair done, just call me, and I got $50. I got specials. I do weaves for $50, so let me know. After you do that, do you really think that she's going to respect you as a real life professional business? No, she's not. You know why? Because she was standing in line at a professional establishment and you came up to her and kind of interrupted her because she already probably didn't want to be bothered in the first place. And then you came up to her, if you want to come to me, I could do it for the low. Go ahead, come through. You know what I'm saying? No, do you think Chipotle is running around like walking up to people in the line at Walmart like, oh girl, after you leave here, you should come over to Chipotle and you should get some food and we gonna give it to you for half off? No, Chipotle does not do that. Chipotle has marketing aspects that they use. They have branding that they've done, and now everybody loves freaking Chipotle because it's a brand and it is a respected brand. People know that when you walk into Chipotle, you stand in line, you tell them exactly what you want. You tell them whether or not you want a corn or a flour tortilla. You know that they're gonna have brown or white rice. You know they're gonna have black or pinto beans. Like, it is a business. They built a brand, so people respect their brand. Hairstylists, y'all do not do that. Y'all be ghetto as hell. And y'all gonna have problems with it. It's fine, like, because on my channel I'm gonna say the stuff that nobody else wants to say, and like, who gonna do something about it? This is good. Oh, the intensity of my voice is coming from a place of irritation. Absolutely, because you guys do that and you don't set a precedence, then whenever a hairstylist like myself comes along and wants to give the business structure, then they're like, oh, she doing too much. Because when they come to me, their appointment is at a certain time. Even though I am not a robot, I am a human being, and with online booking, I have everything. I know as long as I've been doing hair, a silk wrap doesn't take me longer than an hour and a half. Like, on the flip side, you have hairstylists that they'll book you for 7 o'clock in the morning, and you're there on time at 7 o'clock in the morning, and she not gonna get there to 8:30. But you there at 7. So then the hairstylist gets there at 8:30. But then once she gets there at 8:30, you were at 7. It was another girl at 7:15, another girl at 7:30, and another girl at 8:30. And she didn't get there to 8:30. So she's gonna get all of them taken care of. But as she's doing y'all hair, her 10 o'clock gets there, her 10:45 gets there, her 11:45 gets there, and before you know it, everybody's on books. And now, in defense of hairstylists, most hairstylists started off double and triple booking because clients just stand you up. they just stand you up. So if you book, if I book at the beginning of my career, if I book 2 people for 1 o'clock, only one of them is going to show up, if either one of them shows up. But as time progressed, and I got better and better, or whatever you want to call it, and like people started to hear about me, then people would start to book me, and I was like, oh shit, I have to do something else, because now people are actually coming to their appointments. So that's why I started to do online booking. However, everybody doesn't have that type of control. And what happens is, a hairstylist that double triple books like that, she started off with people like really standing her up, and like her not being able to pay her bills, and she never wants to feel that again. So she ain't gonna stop double booking. It is what it is. She feel like, y'all been standing me up for years, y'all can wait. Is it okay? Absolutely not. But understand that everything is cause and effect. Okay, so that's hairstylists. Y'all need to get y'all life though, because everybody is not like that. Like, I have some clients tell me like, oh, they stop and like, oh, I'm hungry, can you go get me, let's go get some food, let's go get something to eat, after you've already been in her hair for 2 hours. Let's go get some food, let's go get something to eat. Like, bro. So overall, hairstylists, like, you guys, you don't make it a professional environment. So you can't not make it a professional environment, then expect them to treat you like professionals. And like I said, it's the trickle down effect, because when hairstylists are unprofessional like that, it's a negative reaction on hairstylists like myself, because it's one or two things. Either it stresses us the hell out, because now people don't want to pay attention to policy and procedure, because they're like, oh, the other girl I went to, I booked an appointment for 7, but she didn't get there at 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna get there when I feel like it. Ain't that type of party. You ain't gonna have no hair appointment. You'll have people like actually come in, but they still don't have any respect whatsoever for a hairstylist, or they won't even come in, because they'll look like, oh, she doing too much, I don't want to go to her, she actually run her stuff like a business, and I can't run over her. And that's what happened in this video. In this video, I wanted to show you guys what hairstylists actually go through, because you guys don't understand. Like, y'all all blown away at that video. That video wasn't shit. That video wasn't about nothing. You hear me? On a scale from 1 to 10, that video was like a 3. I had a client that I had for like 3 years try to fight me, and like the white chick across the hall got scared and called the freaking police on her and everything, girl. Like, and basically she got upset because she didn't wear weaves at first. All we did was her natural hair, and one day she decides that she wants to get a weave, and she goes and gets 2 bundles of 28 inches. And I told her, you're gonna need more than 2 bundles if you're gonna get 28 inches. And she's like, oh no, that's more than enough hair to whoop. And I'm telling her, I'm like, girl, like, bundles only have to weigh anywhere from 3.5 to 4 ounces, and longer hair weighs 4. If you get a 28-inch bundle, you're getting half of a bundle. She didn't want to listen to me, so she got 2 28-inch bundles and a closure. Go through situations like this all the time. I was floored when I saw the messages from you guys, like all in the comments, like, oh my god, Stan, I just went through this the other day, I just went through this yesterday. But listen, the reason that most customers do not respect hairstylists is because they don't even really know what it takes to be one. People think that anybody can just go to freaking cosmetology school and be a hairstylist, and that is not how it goes. So one thing that I really want to do in this video is answer a lot of questions that you guys have, because you really just don't know. Like, some of you were like, oh my god, Sam, you were so calm. The reason that I was calm is because I've been dealing with shit like that for 11 years. That was nothing new. That was actually a mild version of it. And some people were like, some lady was like, oh, I'm wrong. Me and her were both wrong. Well, peep this. Let me just put this out there really quick, because I actually, once she made that comment, a lot of people were coming on her comment like, yeah, Stan, it was your fault anyway, because the storyline was my first 2 clients before her were mother and daughter that came at the same time, and they both had extremely thick hair, and I ran over like 10-15 minutes. So I asked her if she can come 10 minutes after her normal appointment. She was like, sure, no problem. So then when it came time for her appointment, it went from 10 minutes behind to, oh, Uber's messing up, she's gonna be 30 minutes late. And then, oh, Uber's like, they still don't know where they're going. Uber left, they still don't know where they're going, so now she's gonna be almost an hour late, like 55 minutes late, let's say an hour. And I told her that I couldn't wait. Peep this. Some of you were like, oh, it was your fault, you're the one who did it. First of all, I gave you an extra 10 minutes and you were still late. Okay, let's say it's my fault. I am a woman, and when I'm wrong, I stand up and say that I'm wrong. And even when I know that I'm not wrong, I make sure that all of my T's are crossed and all of my I's are dotted. And by that, I mean this. Before she left out, I refunded her deposit. Mind you, she booked up 3.5 hours of my time. A deep conditioning treatment, a trim, and a full salon with a natural part and a haircut. So she booked up 3.5 hours of my time. It cost me about $300, and I refunded her back her deposit because I moved it back 10 minutes. I'm a woman of my word. She cost me money and I refunded her back her $80 deposit, even though I was not supposed to. I do not look bad at all. Understand that I have been doing this for 11 years. And let me ask you this. If you go to school for something and you work your ass off to get somewhere, and then you get to the level that you know you deserve to be on, and you get booked up for something months in advance, and you have a waiting list of people, are you going to continue to take abuse or continue to service people that don't have any respect for you? Are you going to continue to service people that don't have respect for you? No, you will not. The thing about this whole situation that sucks, I really do not want to have to close my books indefinitely, because I love you guys here on YouTube so much, but right now for locals that are in Vegas, I just can't. And honestly, the girl on the video, she said that she did, I don't know if she lived here or if she was going out of town somewhere else or whatever the case may be, but like right now for my mental, I just can't, because I've put in too much work in this industry, and I'm not going to constantly be dealing with women like that. And you guys have to understand that all y'all see on YouTube is whatever somebody edits and uploads. That's all you see. Can you please tell me how many times one of y'all have actually seen a video like the one that I posted? I've never even seen a video where a hairstylist shows you real life in real time, like how clients act when they come in. Like, you guys, I wish I had a camera back then. Like, I've had women like cuss me out, like try to fight me when I put my foot down and say like, no, I can't do your hair today. That was her crying. That was easy. That's why I was chilling. A service provider is human. I'm a human being. I have 2 children, and right now for my mental, I just cannot take new clients. A lot of you are like, oh my god, you're gonna let one person punish everybody. Listen, she was the 6th person that week, and that was Wednesday. And what's funny, okay, she was supposed to be my last client of the day, but then my first client of the day did the same thing. My very first client of the day, that same day that she stood me up, that video that y'all watched, that same day I had my very first client stand me up. And then when I called her, oh my bad, I thought I canceled it. Yeah, like, and they're all new clients. I don't have time for that, you guys. Like, right now I'm booked up for December, and my regular clients can't book me because like a new person will book an appointment and then they'll cancel it or be a no call, no show. But then I have a regular client that wants the appointment but can't get it because people are playing with my time. I completely understand that some of you guys are like, oh my god, I just found you and I'm sorry. I don't know you guys, I'm sorry. Like, right now, what I'm going to do, my plan is I'm gonna open up my books once I don't want to say once a month, like maybe once every 2 months for a week, to allow new people to book me for just for that week, and then we'll see how that goes. But right now I cannot, and I know a lot of people don't understand that, and how could you if you're not in the industry? But this is the type of stuff that people do on a regular basis for whatever reason. Women are under the misconception that when somebody does hair, they're employed by the client. I am not employed by my clients. If you're a hairstylist watching this, you are not employed by your clients. You make your own rules, but this is the thing. You teach people how to treat you. And in the hair industry, we teach customers that they can do whatever they want to do, that they can come whenever they feel like it. People say like, oh, like I saw somebody say, oh, I gave them a 30-minute grace period. You gave somebody a 30-minute grace period? 30 minutes? So because you gave them a 30-minute grace period, because you give people a 30-minute grace period, right, that doesn't soil their reputation. Their hair is done, they cute. It soils your reputation, because 30 minutes is a long ass time. So you giving people a 30-minute grace period. Whatever you tell somebody the grace period is, they're gonna go over it 10 minutes. So they're gonna get there at a 40 minutes after the appointment. Now you're behind for the rest of your day, 40 minutes. And so now your reputation in the industry is a hairstylist that can have you there all day. That's what it is, and that's how most of us are. But just imagine if all of us knew who we are, all of us treated our business like a business. If everybody had online booking, then the hair industry would turn into something else. Because if everybody's doing it, there's nowhere else that other people can go where they're like, oh, I ain't going to her because she got rules. Like, so I'm gonna go to this person over here. If we all have rules, if we all have policy and procedure, if we all don't allow people to walk over us, then people won't have nowhere else to retreat. Hell, even if you do hair at home, if you get structure, you can have other people have structure. But if y'all not gonna be structured, if y'all gonna be being ghetto, if y'all gonna be like this, I was trying to tell him, what side you want your part on? If y'all stop doing stuff like that, then it won't be so hard for hairstylists like me, because with hairstylists like me, they be like, oh, she bougie, or she thinks she better. Listen, it is what it is. I learned when I first made my policy and procedure that whoever falls off because I have policy and procedure is not for me. Just like this video, whoever unfollows or unsubscribes to my channel as I make a video like this didn't need to be subscribed to my channel anyway. What is for you will be for you. What's not for you will detach itself from you, point blank, period. But you guys, we all have to take responsibility for where we're at. And hairstylists, if you change the way that you structure things, and if you make your business into a real life business and stop making it the hangout spot, like stop letting your baby daddy come up to the shop and just sit there and watch you do hair. Stop letting your friends come up to you do hair at home, coming up to the house and everybody popping bottles while you doing your client's hair. Stop sitting on the phone cussing out your baby daddy or the baby mama while you doing somebody damn hair. Like, stop it. Stop it. The reason that the hair industry is not respected as a business because there is no one standard anything that you do in the hair industry. There is not. Like, I'm gonna get some grief about this. I already know somebody granddaughter gonna be talking some shit under this phone. One thing that nobody's gonna want to talk about and nobody is going to want to admit, I hate to make this a racial thing, but if we gonna get into it, let's get into it. Our industry, in my opinion, is segregated, and I will tell you exactly what I mean. A black woman will walk into a hair salon and bring you a picture of, let's say, Guy Tang's work, and it'll be like double processed hair color. I'm gonna put something on the screen like over here of an example of what I'm talking about. So you will have clients bring us some of Guy Tang's work, right? And their hair will be this color, but then they'll want their hair to look just like this, right? But their hair will look just like this. The women in these two pictures not only do not resemble in texture, your hair is black, your hair is a level 1, right? And then you want me to take you to a level 10, somewhat platinum, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. We have a consultation, and then when we drop the price, they're like, what? Oh my God, that is so much. But peep this though. The picture that you brought me for, let's just talk about hair color. A black woman will bring a picture of this hair color right here and be like, oh, I want my hair just like this. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's going to be double processed, and it'll probably take a couple different settings to get to this level. And then they'll be like, okay, well, how much? And then I may say, and a lot of colorists are probably going to be under here like, what the hell is wrong with you saying that's not enough? And so like a lot of colorists, like I'll say, okay, well, it'll be $600 per session. And they'll be like, oh my God, $600 for color? It's going to be double processed. I have to lift the pigment out, and then I have to input pigment back in on top of it, and lifting the pigment out can take hours. Like we don't know like how long it's gonna take to lift the pigment out, and I may have to do that in sessions to do it in a healthy manner, right? And then there's a lot of other technical things that go into it that I can't explain to you because I learned them over a 2-year time span in cosmetology school. Oh, okay, so a black woman be like, $600, that's insane. Whereas there are women across the hall for me, or like I said, I've always worked in studios like this, so the majority of the people that are around me are Caucasian hairstylists. And when I tell you, like, I will walk, it was this one girl, and I sell hair, so she would get her hair for me. And this one day she wanted some hair, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll bring it to you in a minute. So I bring the hair to her, and when I brought the hair to her, the girl she got double processed. She had got double processed, like a trim and whatever she had got. But I need you to keep in mind, she was walking out with wet hair. She didn't even have her hair styled yet, okay? She didn't even have her hairstyle yet. And she was like, oh, how much again, babe? And she was like, oh, it's $1,200. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she pulls her card out. Here you go. Gives her her card, leaves out, gives her a hug. Okay, I love you. See you in a couple months, and leaves. Now, and the reason that I'm bringing this up is because of this. I can guarantee there are gonna be some of you down here like, that's just too much money. That's highway robbery. You are proving my point, because that's what I mean by the hair industry is segregated. Because you guys will bring me a picture, like you bring me a picture, this picture in Guy Tang, this took him like 10 sessions. He had to do this in 10 different appointments, and every time she came, she paid him $1,200. And then I say, oh, I'll do it all for $600. And it's like, what? That's too much. That is what I mean by the hair industry is segregated. I am so big and keen on my energy that I'm not willing to let anybody else in. And in closing, I am going to be a person that you can trust. I am a person that you can trust. My words are things that you can trust. Why? Because I put my money where my mouth is. I just made a video telling you guys about your energy and how important it is to protect your energy, how important it is to not let anybody take you out of peace no matter what. And I'm telling y'all, that is where I was at. I literally create this bubble for myself, and I don't let anybody penetrate it. Anybody. And I'm not perfect. Like y'all saw when she knocked on the door the last time, you could go back. I was like, oh my fucking God. Because I was like, because I had just let my guard back down. I had to put it back up like, hey. Because nobody is worth my peace. Nobody's worth my sanity. And I'm in manifestation mode. And I cannot manifest the things that I want. I can't manifest the things that I know God has put in place for me to have if I'm constantly letting people disrupt my energy. And right now, you guys, taking new people disrupts my energy. For every one good client I get like 7 or 8 that don't have any respect whatsoever for my time. People come sit in my chair like, so do you know what you're doing? I'm not doing that no more. I'm not at that place in my career. I love you guys so much. I hope this video makes it easier for you to understand. And if you want more videos like this where I teach you, because actually what I was going to do is show you guys how to set up online booking systems, and I was going to record a video showing you guys how to give your business structure. So if you are interested in learning how to do that, then leave me a comment below. And as a customer, as a consumer, I really hope that this video helps you guys understand, because people say things all the time like, oh my God, hairstylists are so stank, hairstylists are so nasty. It's not that hairstylists are stank and nasty. You have to understand that the majority of clients do what that girl did in the video. Like, y'all like, oh my God, this is crazy, this is insane. You guys, it happens all the time. All of you that saw the video, y'all was all blown away. There was not one hairstylist that commented that was like, I can't believe that happened, because it happens all the time. Women do it all the time, but y'all don't know that. Literally everybody's question is like, or everybody's comments is like, oh my God, Sam, just raise the deposit or just charge a deposit. It doesn't matter. It's not about the money. It's about my sanity. It's about my peace. And what's crazy to me is like, when we share videos like this, like I share that, and people are like, oh my God, that is so, like, people are going to see that and they're never going to want to come to me. Hey, the only people that are not going to want to book an appointment with me after that, people who would do what she did, and I don't want them to book appointments with me anyway. You guys have to realize that the same people that leave negative comments book appointments and come here and be like, I was just trying to see if you was good, if people really do that. I hope that answers people's questions. I hope I didn't put too much on sour taste in anybody's mouth. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I said, I wasn't expecting that video to go anyway, shape or form, like in any way, shape or form. But that's what happened. And yeah, so you guys stay tuned, and I'll always be recording. So hopefully nothing else comes up. If not doing open brain surgery, bro. I'm doing hair, bro. My books is closed, bro. Bye.